Are you excited for the 1 miler for time today? I am. So today's the big day. I'm going out there, gonna run a 1 miler for time, and I've been training up for this 1 miler for 6 weeks. So not, I mean, it's a long time, but at the same time, that's not too long. The first mile out for time that I did, my mile baseline was about 6 weeks ago, and I ran it as hard as I could, and I got a 5:40. And on that day, I decided that I wanted to create a running program, follow the program day to day for a total of 6 weeks, and try to get my 1 miler down as much as humanly possible, and with an ultimate goal of getting down to 5 minutes, which is a pretty significant goal. I'm not like a natural born runner or anything. This has taken a lot of hard work on my end, and I'm pretty excited to get out there today and see how much faster I've gotten, you know, how much all this work has actually paid off. And right now I'm just kind of waiting on the wife to get ready so we can drive out to the location, and I'm going to do it on the same location, on the exact same track that I did my initial baseline test 6 weeks ago. So we'll see how much faster I got. I've been running pretty much every day for the last 6 weeks, maybe like a few days off here and there, but pretty much every day for the last 6 weeks. And I've had a couple rest days now just to let everything settle, make sure that my body is nice and ready to go, primed up, ready to go for this test day. I'm ready to go, man. I've got tons of energy saved up for this. And I'm just excited to see what kind of results this 6 week program is actually going to give me. Making a mess. Wife's going to be pissed. But that's okay, because we're running a 1 miler for time today. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's ready to go. And we're off.
And we're off
to see the 1 miler wizard. All right, guys, so we're out here at the same place that I ran my 1 miler baseline in, and last time I ran it at a 5:40. Today I want to run it as fast as I can, faster than that. Okay, I've been training for about 6 weeks now to get my run time faster, and I've been developing the 6 week plan as I've been going through this. So this is really going to show us if this plan actually works or not. So I'm feeling pretty confident. At the same time, I'm a little bit like, okay, I'm just anxious to get this going. I've already done my 1 mile warm-up and my active stretching. My 1 mile warm-up was a little over 7 minutes, which was a little fast, but I'm just, you know, primed, ready to go. I've had 2 days of rest, and I'm just ready to get after it today. Just like last time, I've got my lovely assistant with me. And she's ready to make sure that we're staying safe. She's gonna follow me the entire 1 mile and film the entire thing to make sure that I'm not cheating and I'm actually out here doing this. It's about 78 degrees right now, 10 o'clock in the morning. Humidity is probably around like 80%. So that's the kind of weather we're looking at. I'm sitting at 189 pounds, which is pretty comparable to where I was at last time. 6 weeks ago, I was at 190 pounds. So basically the same weight, no difference there. I've just got 6 weeks of dedicated training under my belt today. And let's see if that's actually gonna work for us. All right, the way I'm gonna measure this is I'm gonna run it on the exact same track, for one. And for two, I'm gonna use my Strava app on my phone, just because I feel like that's just the most accurate for me. It's been the most accurate for me over time. It sucks that I got to run with my phone for this, but I'm going to do it just to ensure accuracy and so I can listen to music while I run. I haven't eaten anything today, but I have taken my normal pre-workout mix. I've taken my pre-workout, my Carbo Gain, and my BCAAs. So I do have something in my stomach as I'm starting out, probably sitting at about 250 calories worth of carbs. And so I'm primed and I'm ready to do this. All right, so I think that's all the stats that are necessary to know for this run. I think we're ready to go out and do this. All right, so just waiting for this last car to go. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, guys, what's going on? So I'm here with you watching this 1 mile for time that I did. Right off the bat, spoiler alert, this was the fastest 1 mile run that I have ever done in my life. So, you know, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm not gonna tell you what the time was. We're just gonna have to sit here and watch it, but I'm pretty proud of how fast I was able to run, and I really feel confident in the fact that it was due to all of the training that I had put in during the 6 week period of trying to run faster. Okay. As far as this actual run goes, right off the bat, I started running at about a 4-minute, 30-second pace. And I already knew like that was a little too fast. It was about right here where I looked down. I looked at the phone and I was like, oh man, 4:30. That's a little too fast. But I didn't really think to. That didn't make me feel like I should slow down. Instead, I just thought, well, I'm just going to maintain this for as long as I can, because I already know I'm going to start like really feeling this run at about the half-mile mark anyway. So I just kept pushing as hard as I could, for better or worse. You know, to be honest and upfront, this to me felt like just about an all-out sprint for the majority of the run. Okay, that's how fast it felt for me. Right here at this construction area where they're building an overpass for a new highway. Right here, I remember, this is about the quarter-mile mark-ish. I remember already starting to feel the coming of like that come to Jesus feeling, you know, that, oh my God, I might pass out. Like that was already starting to happen to me here. And more than likely, I think that's attributed to me just starting off a little too fast, okay? So I'll have to work on that, you know, really dialing down and pacing myself appropriately. You know, when you're running at this fast of a pace, you can feel the difference between seconds, you know, once you cross the finish line. So it's really important to really do your best to know how fast you're moving and like be able to feel that physically rather than like depending on your watch or your phone for your pacing. You should try to inherently feel what your own pace feels like just from the experience of going out there and doing it.
Go, baby, go!
Okay. During this, I was really focusing on doing my best to keep my upper body in a swaying motion and keeping that momentum going with my upper body, but really pushing off with my legs with every step. Okay, I was trying to conserve energy as much as possible, but this run, you know, when you're running for speed, it's from my experience and from going through this training, it seems like it's less about conservation of energy and more about just that all-out push and just getting there as fast as you can and using the appropriate muscles that are going to be able to move you faster, and anything that's not needed can just fall to the wayside. So like what I mean by that is my arms. You might see that my arms are just kind of staying you know, pretty stationary this entire run. Well, that's because I knew if I moved them at all, it would just be expelling extra energy that I didn't want to use. I didn't need to use it. So I focused on twisting at the torso, my shoulders moving. That was keeping my momentum, driving me forward, and really just focusing on as much form work as possible during this entire run. The last thing I wanted to do was just be banging myself across the street and you know, work up an injury at the knee or at the ankle. Again, this is the fastest I've ever run for this long, so I really wanted to make sure I got it as right as possible. You can see here that I'm really starting to lose the you know, the function at the legs. You know, my legs are just starting to give out on me. My breathing was pretty sporadic, and I'm really just trying to pull myself forward here. You can see I start twisting a lot more at the torso, which was really the only option I had was to just keep pushing from the top part of the leg, push as hard as I possibly could, and just pull myself by the upper body with momentum. Everything about my body was telling me to stop, and it just took everything in my mind to like force my body to do what I knew it needed to do. My body didn't want to do it. It wasn't a natural feeling. It was more of a, too bad, I know you don't want to do this, but you're doing it anyway because we have to meet this goal. I wanted to know that without a doubt, I pushed myself as hard as I possibly could, and then I left everything out there on the pavement. Here I come, coming up on the end of it. I look down, I had like maybe 0.02 miles to go. I just kept pushing forward. And that was it. And the dramatic finish. Just felt like death, man.
There's cars. I love you.
Yeah.
Roll over.
Yeah.
Yes, you're okay. He just ran really fast. He's dying a little.
5:02. Proof. Proof this 6 weeks program works. And another thing to consider, I was really aiming towards 5 minutes, but I accidentally stumbled with my phone at one point and paused it, and it took me a few seconds to get it going again. Holy shit. Talk about a come to Jesus moment. 6 weeks of running training knocked off about 40 seconds from my 1 mile run, all the way down to just over a 5-minute mile. 5 minutes and 2 seconds. Did it, guys. 6 weeks will absolutely get you faster. I'm dropping a link to the just newly released, proven 6-week Run Faster training program in the description, so go check that out after this video. I got the whole program put together. I got all the run days down, all the hard run days down, all the easy run days. There's also going to be strength training exercises that are going to be highly recommended on the program that you can take part in as well to make you faster. This is the no shit, no fail Run Faster 6-week training program, all right? Shit works. I got proof right here. I'm not a natural born runner or anything like that. I have never run that fast in my life. But just because it's not easy doesn't mean it's impossible. This program is absolutely going to help you get to where you want to be. No doubt about it. All you need to bring to the table is some motivation and some time, and you'll get faster. So go check that out after this video if you want to run faster. It works, promise you. All right, guys, I was super excited to do that. Super excited to show you guys the progress and keep it real, keep it legit, show you that this stuff actually works. I'm actually out here doing this. This was the last video for the Run Faster series, but if you haven't seen the other videos, I'll drop some links at the end of this video. As always, if you like this kind of stuff, all things fitness, military career progression, tips and tricks, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends. Again, I dropped the links to the 6-week Run Faster training program, newly released, proven, down in the description, so make sure you go check that out. Besides that, I got nothing else for you. I gotta go rest and recruit. I'll see you on the next one.